Hello everybody from Plant Reviews UK. Today is 22nd of April, and in this video I'm talking about Tulip Crystal Beauty. This is a fringed tulip, as you can see the tepals, and in this very beautiful fringe that is quite unusual, of course, in a tulip. And there's not many varieties that are fringed, and I decided to buy this one because, of course, as you know, I love red and orange flowers, and this one really, it is an incredibly stunning color. The color is scarlet red. It is like it has a kind of pinkish hue on the outer side of the tepals, but the inner part of the tepals is really bright red, with a central blotch that is black and a very yellow edge of near on the central block. As you can see, the yellow is then repeated also by the triangular stigma, the female part of the flowers, while the anthers, the male parts, are black. The anthers is where the pollen is, and the pollen is black, as in the black blotch is. The plant is can be tall, up to 50-55 centimeters tall, but in my pot is a bit smaller, I suppose, because the roots didn't have much space to develop. However, it is definitely a stunning variety. The flowers are also lightly fragrant. They have a kind of a honey scent, very similar to other scented tulip. Of course, I wouldn't recommend this tulip, or I have to say tulips in general, for adding fragrance to the garden. Even in my experience, even tulips that are supposed to be extremely fragrant, like Apricot Beauty, are not. They have not such a fragrance that can really spread around the garden as some other flowers do, like for example Tazzetta daffodils. However, definitely tulip as such had such a bold color. Many varieties of tulips have such a bold color to the garden, as well as they have huge flowers, and they are some of the first bulbs, of course, to bloom in spring, that almost every garden loves to have. Almost every garden loves to have tulip in his or her garden, and I'm definitely one of these persons, especially because tulips come in such a really wide variety of colors, and there's a lot of varieties that have this wonderful red color that I really like. This tulip, like many other tulips, need to be planted in well-drained soil, and so the bulbs need to be planted ideally 10-15 centimeters deep. Some people also recommend actually 20. Of course, if you put them in a pot anyway, you need to plant them shallower, because you need some space for the roots to develop. So I usually plant the bulb about 5-8 centimeters deep when it is in a pot. The bulbs need to be planted in autumn. In the United Kingdom, probably the best month to do it is in November, and the leaves will start sprouting usually in winter, and this variety will bloom in mid-spring. Remember that after the flowers fade, the leaves continue to be green for a few more weeks. Don't cut them off, because they need to photosynthesize in order for the bulb to get energy for the next year blooming. Some tulips are not very reliable bloomers year after year, but some others are. This one looks very much like a Darwin tulip called Apeldoorn, and I hope that, like Apeldoorn, this one also will bloom next year and in the next few years as well. This isn't the first time anyway I cultivate this variety, so I will of course update you in the next years. And in summer, the bulbs, if you have them in a pot, just do not water the bulbs at all, and actually of course in a pot where the minerals get easily depleted when the bulbs grow, is always recommendable to change the compost. So you lift the bulbs from the pot and you plant them in fresh new compost. If you have them in a garden, however, of course you need to keep watering the garden, because the other plants will need water in summer. However, planting the bulbs in well-drained soil, this avoids the area near the bulb to get waterlogged, so too wet, so the bulb will not rot in summer, if because of course the water will pass through the layer of soils where the bulb is planted. And the anyway, in summer is very hot, even in UK usually, so the water can easily evaporate, or otherwise anyway be absorbed by the roots of the plants that are in active growth instead. About the exposure, of course this tulip is definitely better in full sun, but can handle partial shade. This I think I've said everything about this variety. As usual, I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you sorry, yes, the USDA hardiness, this plant is hardy in USDA 4 to 8. Some sources state is also hardy in USDA zone 3. However, most of the sources I've read state that this is hardy between 4 and 8. As usual, I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you like this video, it would be great if you can please give a thumbs up, and of course if you like this video and the other videos on my channel, would be great if you can please subscribe. It is completely free for you, but in this way you support me and my channel to make even more videos about plants and flowers that I hope of course you like. Thank you very much for watching, and definitely I hope you will get Crystal Beauty. You will give a try to this beautiful Crystal Beauty tulip in your garden as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.